Why did you reject me? Whether you like it or not, you will get rejected from time to time. In this video, I'll talk about how you can deal with it and make a comeback as soon as you can. Hello everyone, my name is Keith So, and I create content about career empowerment. If you found my video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Do you remember back when you were a kid? Sometimes you go to a toy shop, there's something you really want, right? And you have to ask for your parents' approval of getting it. And chances are sometimes they might reject your request. And that's probably you first taste the feeling of rejection. And you know, as you grow up, that will happen even more often. Say whether you're signing up a new client, or asking a pay rise or promotion, or even asking your crush out for a date. You know, there's always a possibility that you will be rejected by them. And that means rejection is inevitable. It happens even to the best of us. You know what? There's even one scientific research stating that if you get rejected, some part of your brain will trigger it. It kind of feels like you had a physical pain. So literally, when you get rejected, it's kind of equivalent to you get a hit into your gut. So it's terrible. I don't think any of us really like rejection, but as I said, it is inevitable, so we have to come up with a way to deal with it, because that's how we grow, that's how we become successful. Even the best people get rejected from time to time, and I think what really matters is how we approach it and how we treat rejection and how we can learn or come up with a better plan as we get rejected. So that's what I want to share in this video. Oh, and just to let you know, I've just started a coaching program recently, so my purpose is to help the young professionals to become star performer. And of course, since I just get started, and that means I'm not getting a lot of clients, I have to do a lot of reaching out, and definitely that means I'm getting a lot of rejections. So I just want to share my approach on how I reach out. If you're interested to know more about my coaching program, you can click the link in the description, book a 30 minutes clarity call with me. So let's get started on how we can handle the rejections. Okay, the first thing I've learned about rejection is we shouldn't take any rejections personally. I just want you to imagine when you are playing jigsaw puzzle. Say the piece on your hand doesn't fit on the spot. Does that mean this piece of jigsaw puzzle is useless? The answer is definitely no. You still need this piece of jigsaw puzzle to complete the whole picture. So a rejection basically means is either they don't find fit, they don't quite see the value in that, and it's totally alright, because there'll be other people that want your service and they see the value in you. So this is something that's really important. Don't even bother replaying the rejection in your mind, because you have your worth, your value hasn't been changed even you get rejected. This is very important. The second thing is you need to learn how to distinguish a soft rejection or a hard rejection. So you see, whenever you get rejected, sometimes you feel defeated, humiliated, or embarrassment, and then you don't know how to react. You just kind of give up a bit too easily, because what if that's just a soft rejection? What I mean by soft rejection is sometimes the rejection doesn't necessarily mean they're actually rejecting you. Say for example, sometimes when a man proposes to a woman, even the woman really likes the man, sometimes she might reject the proposal on the spot because, I don't know, maybe some pride issues, or just maybe she just wasn't sure, not mentally prepared, that's why she rejected it. And what if the man isn't persistent, then he'll miss out. You need to understand the context and understand if that's a soft rejection or a hard rejection. So because if it's soft rejection, it's definitely worth following up and pursuing. On the other hand, a hard rejection is something that doesn't align with their values, so it's very unlikely that they will change their mind. So if that's the case, then you can stop wasting your time and you focus on your next prospect. Say for example, if you hate horror movie, if I invite you to watch one of them, you definitely reject me no matter how much you like me, right? So definitely you should try to understand the context and don't give up too easily, and try to find out why they're rejecting, and if that's a soft rejection, and you can definitely follow up and ask for the underlying issue, because if you're persistent enough, you might be able to close the deal by asking the right questions and solving their problem or their confusions on that spot. Now it's up to the third advice, and I think this is the most important advice when you face rejection, and that is always remember this is a numbers game. So when you are rejected, it sucks, right? But what if there are 20 more sales calls lining up for you to make? So even if the first one failed, you don't have time to linger on that, right? And you will just have to focus on the other one. So always remember it's a numbers game. It's you put in the volume, you eventually get more yes from the prospects, or even as you do more of it, you get better at it. So always focus on volume when you started. This is something that I learned. A lot of relationship coach says that you shouldn't be too focused on the woman. You should always have a choice, and I think this is it's just a similar concept. So focus on getting in the numbers, do as many as you can, and that's how you get distracted from the failure feeling. And the fourth advice for you is you should always focus on the progress instead of the results. Now, it's just between me and you, okay? And I used to play poker professionally, and I think what really makes sense in poker is there are times when you make a perfect play and you can still lose the hand, and vice versa. And that taught me that, say if I win a hand or lose a hand, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is how well I play the hand. Because if you are playing your hand well enough, then that means you're going to win more in the long run. So sometimes you get lucky in the hand, but if you are not doing it right in the long run, you are going to lose more. The result doesn't mean anything. What really matters is how we did it, how we handle the rejection, how we handle the sales call. So this is what I've learned from it. You should forget about the results. Introspect very often. See what you can improve. And that's how you get better at it. And I think this is the right attitude to have anyway. Okay, so what are the key takeaways in this video? You see, being rejected is something that makes you feel like you're a failure, but you shouldn't have to. There are definitely things that you can't get by yourself and you need to ask it from somebody, and that means you get a lot of rejections. So this is an act of stepping out of the comfort zone. So you need to be comfortable with being rejected. Have faith in yourself and don't blame other people. And as you see, it's just a numbers game. So the more you get rejected, the better you become. Learn to distinguish whether a rejection is soft and hard. If it's soft, then try to find a way to handle it properly. So you want to study the atmosphere. Try to understand the underlying reason. It is crucial for your success. So I think that's pretty much it. And I'm quite confident that I will be able to get more clients. Even I'm just starting out. I have a great attitude, and I'm still pretty excited about it. So this is what I want to share with you. And I hope this is helpful for you. In order to become successful, we have to be rejected from time to time. But as I said, it's okay. So tell me how you think about this video. I'll be really appreciated, and I'll definitely read on and reply on your comments. And again, my name is Keep, so I love to make content to help the professional become a star performer. If you don't want to miss out, definitely remember to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell again. I'll see you next time.